for and proud. I'm very grateful for this show. I'm proud of what we've accomplished. This being our seventh season, and the word on the street is this is our final season. Which, if indeed that's true, it's a little bittersweet, But if this is our swan song, I say thank you, and I couldn't be more proud. Thank you to the fans around the world. And that's what's crazy is this show has now resonated around the world. We got you talking about it. I just got off an interview with Stephen A. Smith. He's screaming about it like he does. Howard Stern's been talking about us. Charles Barkley loves this show. We premiered on Netflix, and within 2 weeks, we went from number 11 to number 7 to number 4, and then to number 1. And so it's all of a sudden there's this reemergence of S.W.A.T, and it's catching fire, and families and folks around the world are loving this show. And I pinch myself. That's some dream stuff. So if this is the end, we're coming out guns blazing. Season 7 starts in Mexico City, and we waste no time. We get right into it. We do a flashback from Hondo's past that then sets up the rest of the story. Then all of a sudden, you see me, Hondo, in this crazy chase scene all through the streets of Mexico City. Our show with that theme song, na 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 na. That's just told the world that what's coming next. That's motorcycle chases, car chases, hand-to-hand combat, helicopters flying around, me hanging off of helicopters. And then we have interesting messages and stories laced with humanity. So this is going to be a thrill ride, 13 episodes, right out the gate. We start this Friday. And when you say plot twist, there's going to be some surprises. So it's going to be fun, but there's going to be some drama. There's going to be some controversy. You're going to see a roller coaster ride. You're going to see Hondo have to fight for his team. You're going to see S.W.A.T start to collapse a little bit. And see if Hondo and the team can pick it back up. So it's must-see TV. And again, if this is it, it's been a crazy, crazy ride and a beautiful run. But I'm not ready just yet to say goodbye.
What do you think is the impetus for the continued popularity of not only S.W.A.T, but shows of its ilk, not only in the United States, but worldwide? Why do these shows resonate with people?
I can't speak for all the shows, and you can't say that there's a best show on television. I'm biased, but I will say I think we are a unique show because we're like watching an action movie, but on TV. And our show, we don't talk about politics. We don't preach to you. We don't talk about religion. We just give you fun. And what's been nice, especially with the help of Netflix, I'm getting all these letters and DMs and people on the streets saying that this is a show I sit down with my family, and it's a bonding moment for their family to watch this show because it's for everybody. I don't care who you are, where you are, how old you are, what color you are. You can have fun with this show. So a lot of shows don't resonate overseas, but we're super cops chasing bad guys. That translates wherever you go. So just whatever country you're in, you just dub over that language on us, and you can still follow the story. And enjoy the action, enjoy the fun. So first and foremost, we're a fun show. But then we keep it grounded, and we do deal with topical issues. We've talked about human trafficking. We've done episodes about school shootings, which are important and relevant. Suicide by cop. We took on Black Lives Matter. That was very important to me and so many of us. I mean, me being a Black man and being the leader of a SWAT unit, and with everything that's been going on in this country and around the world, it would have been a travesty not to speak on it. But we spoke on it in a very fair way. Again, we didn't preach. We didn't pick a side. We just tried to educate and maybe even create a debate. So if you can do that with a TV show, that's big. So I think first and foremost, the fun of this show and that everybody can relate to it is why we stay steady. But the fact that we keep it grounded and talk about some real stuff gives us a little integrity.
Indeed. I, of course, I'm of a certain age, so I recall your earlier days in TV and entertainment. And, early on, you were just, quite frankly, you were considered the handsome, pretty guy on Soul Train. And you, right, you know what I'm saying? I can't even front on that. Oh, let's go never see the light skin guy, you know what I'm saying? Look at that dude. But
Yeah.
you,
I feel you. I feel you.
hey, I'm not hating. I'm not hating. But
I feel you.
you've come through time and you've created this niche for yourself. Um, did you foresee that, or can you take me back to your mindset on that set of Soul Train, and what did you project to for yourself in the future?
My initial dream, I went to Santa Clara University. I was a communication major.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually, up until college, I was kind of a shy dude. I was kind of to myself, but I was an athlete. So I would when I would get on the sports field, a whole nother. It was like my alter ego came out.
Me
Um,
too.
but I was shy with the ladies. I went through, I'm half black, half white, and I make no apologies for that. I'm from East Oakland. People don't know that. I was born in East Oakland, 98th Avenue behind the Coliseum. The black
Mm-hmm.
side of me is Oakland. The white side of me is Boston. Um, and my mother, may she rest in peace. I mean, she was my everything, my best friend, my mentor. Where she went, I went. I lived the first 6 years of my life out of the country. My first language wasn't English. My first language was Danish. I lived in Denmark for the first 3 years of my life. Then after that, I lived in Bahrain, which is an Arab island in the Middle East. I lived there for 3 years, and then my mother said we were this far around the world. I want to see things, so we went to Germany, Ghana, London, Pakistan, Virgin Islands, Greece. I've got pictures of me on camels standing next to the pyramids as a baby. I have to look at pictures, and when my mother was alive, I would listen to stories of our experiences and all that. So I say all that to say that I've lived a very eclectic upbringing. So I knew, and no disrespect, I knew that to anyone who does, I didn't want to wear a suit and tie for a living. I wanted to think outside the box. I didn't want to be ordinary. I wanted to do something extraordinary. I didn't know what that would be. And, I wanted to be a professional baseball player because my uncle was one of my role models. I wasn't close with my father. And so I had surrogates, that came in and helped me develop as a man. And I was good at baseball. I was really good. I got looked at by Boston Red Sox and Baltimore Orioles while I was in college, but I wasn't quite good enough. But I got into theater arts in college. Because I thought I could give my permission to act like someone else in a way that I wouldn't give myself permission in my own life. Now I've come a long way, and now I run my mouth and I've learned how to put on a show, so to speak. But you talk about Soul Train, Young and the Restless, that was the lane that I was given. And I know all the pretty boy light skin jokes and all that. I mean, hey, this is the way my mama and God made me. But I always knew that it was deeper than that for me. This in some ways this helped me get in a room, but I knew I needed to do more than that. But also the way I looked and all that stuff, I know that created a lot of skepticism and hate or judgment and all that. And I was like, okay, strong shoulders but do the work. So I got into acting class, and I knew it was going to take time for me to grow. It was going to take time for me to mature, get comfortable in my own skin. And so that was just what you witnessed this is my 30th year in the game. Man, I was just a young kid. I was just a young kid trying to find my way. I never said I was great. I just steady was trying to get better. And so I needed Young and the Restless to learn, to get my feet wet. And then once I felt like I'd accomplished enough and got my confidence and skill set, sorry about this lie. Once I felt like I was confident enough, got my skill set, my mother always preached to me, leap and the net will appear, which means be brave, take chances. If you want something, go get it. If it scares you, then run right at that fear, run right through it, and it'll become your strength. And so my journey is just the little train that could and a dude who wouldn't quit. So Young and the Restless happened. Soul Train, I had my 3 dance moves, and that's all over the Instagram. And, I got the opportunity to fill the shoes of Don Cornelius. He believed in me. And whether you think I did a good job or a bad job, man, that was just my hustle. That was what was presented to me. I got to meet some of the greatest entertainers in the world. I can't sing a lick. I mean, if I could sing, you'd see a whole different Shemar Moore. But it's just my journey, my evolution. And I'm proud of how much I've grown. I'm still trying to grow. I've grown as an actor, grown as a man, grown as a Black man. And now here I am, the lead of S.W.A.T. For some years there until recently, not that it hadn't been done before, and I'm not bragging. I'm pointing out a fact, and I'm pointing out lack of diversity. I was the only African American male lead on network television, and so I take pride in it. But I also take pride in also showcasing the need for more. So you know what I mean. So there's people who love me out there, and I'm grateful. And I got haters, and that's okay because all that does is fuel my fire. And I know what it took to get here. I know it ain't just about being light skinned and pretty.
Exactly.
I'm almost 54 years old, and trust me, don't let the light skin fool you. There's a dog inside of here.
No
Uh,
doubt.
that say what you want to say, but I ain't gonna stop.
Oh, outstanding answer. Um, Now, why haven't we seen you more on the big screen and more mainstream, or is that yet to come?
Again, I took the cards I've been dealt, and did a little of this, a little of that. I did a movie with Tyler Perry. I did a movie called The Brothers many years ago. Morris Chestnut, D.L. Hughley, Bill Bellamy. So I got a taste of it. God has a plan. You know what I mean? And I don't know if I'm in line to ever win an Oscar, but I don't know because I'm not done. And but I do think SWAT will not last forever. This may be the final season. And again, if it is, I say thank you. And then I say, watch this, because that next door I kick down, it ain't gonna be the same old, same old. I don't need to keep playing cops. I'm gonna find something different. I'm gonna just surprise myself and surprise the audiences. But yeah, I think you can see me get a little edgier, a little grimier. I'm on network television, and that's just the platform that I've been blessed with so far. But being on network television, you have to be a little safe, and that's just what it is. You got to play by those rules. And I'm anxious to get out there and not be so safe. And I think I'll be able to dig deep and show what's inside that people may not know. And I think I'll extend or change the narrative. So I ain't done yet introducing myself.
Outstanding. Now, lastly, you're here with AllHipHop.com, and I wanted to know, was there a particular lyric that you think of when you're preparing to act, or is there a favorite MC of the time? And if you know it, can you flow it?
You want me to flow? It's going to be old school, but Tupac, only God can judge me. Tupac, only God can judge me. And, Tupac was unlike any a legend. I'm old school. I didn't like the ones the first rap song I ever memorized as a kid was LL Cool J, I Need Love. And,
When I'm alone in the room, sometimes I stare at the wall,
and in the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call, telling me I need a girl who's as sweet as a dove. For the first time in my life, I see I need love. Yeah, and then I got Two Live Crew. We can't say all that, but yeah, I got what is it? Well, the party didn't start till I walked in, and I probably won't leave until the thing ends. So in the meantime, in between time, you know what I mean?
Right, 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 right.
Because that's when hip hop was fun because you could hear the
Fun.
lyrics. Yeah, I can't understand what half these brothers are saying right now, but the
Me
beat is
neither.
dope.
Yeah, the beat is dope. Hey man, it's been dope talking to you, Shemar. Is there anything I may have neglected to ask you about SWAT or anything upcoming that you'd like for our readership to know about?
Man, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your investment. You asked me some real questions. Just yeah, check out SWAT. Check out SWAT, and I'm just again what we touched on. I'm so grateful, and hopefully, I'm proof positive that you can make it, man. You can defy the odds. You can defy the odds, and so I didn't see this life. I didn't see this life coming, but now that I got it, I never take it for granted. And now I keep grinding because, I approach it like somebody out there's trying to knock you down today, and then when you get up tomorrow, they're gonna try to knock you down again, and I'm gonna go out there and prove them wrong. So thank you for those who do support me. SWAT season 7, check it out. Support your brother. We're doing something good. But then watch out for the future because I'm coming and it's gonna be different.